Tamiko, a precious gift. One day, God decided to create a special gift, a human soul with a heavenly touch that would give many others a lift. He formed her in her mother's womb. He made her the apple of her father's eye. She was the best sister her brothers could have, and to her sisters, she was sweet as pie. She was a gift. She is a gift. She was chosen to be Fred's wife. She was a friend. She was a mentor. She lived a blessed and prosperous life. She was our gift, yet she gave so much love, wisdom, and time. She was a spiritual rose, a sister, a motivator. She was a dear friend of yours and mine. She was a flower in a garden, yet she stood out in the midst of them all. She had a golden heart and a giant spirit, although her frame was small. To know her was to love her and appreciate the life she lived. She was a teacher, a reacher, and a giver. She lived a life fulfilled. She taught us to smile when dark days came. She knew the sun would soon shine. She taught us to wait and give God praise because we are all on God's time. She taught us to step up and step out, to dance like David danced. She taught us that God is indeed a healer and a God of a second chance. She taught us faith to believe, to trust Him and hold on. She told us even in our weakest moments, He will comfort us and keep us strong. She taught us that God is powerful and wise and that He does nothing wrong. She said He loved her so much He couldn't take her suffering any longer, so He carried her peacefully home. God made Tamiko very special and unique. She was beautifully crafted from the start. God gifted her and prepared her for all of us, and that is why she'll always live within our hearts.
It's a blessing to be on here today to share my testimony with you this morning. Who is God? The source. If God were to ask me that same question on today, I would stand as bold as Peter, but my reply would be a bit different. Jehovah Rapha, the Lord that healeth thee. In November of 1998, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease, a form of cancer, in its 3rd and 4th stages. I went through 6 months of chemotherapy and 3 months of radiation. He knew I hoped for an instant miracle, but I got discouraged when I looked at my bald head, operation scars, and bottles of medication, because sometimes you take that road of long suffering. I began to take the Lord with me to the hospital and to the radiation treatment. The Lord put everybody in place when it came down to fight the battle. My sister ministered to me daily because she already knew he was a healer. My prayer word was my mother. She prayed me into a peaceful sleep, no matter what effects the chemotherapy had on me. And it seemed like every message Bishop preached was just for me. He preached a sermon on how I feel my hair growing back, but I took it personal, Bishop, because I did feel my hair growing back. Through it all, I trusted God. I was able to enter into what the world called remission, but I called it the Lord healed me. He saved me. He filled me with his spirit. So every chemo treatment, every radiation treatment, every discouraging word, every late night of studying, every tear I cried, every prayer was not in vain, because today I stand before you, healed, delivered, and set free with a bachelor degree in computer science. And I can testify God is the source.